Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to talk about something that's often misunderstood, but almost universally admired. And that is true lasting elegance. We're going to dig into how to actually cultivate it, not as some superficial trait, but as a really deep, intentional way of living. So, what even is it? Really? Is it just about having the right clothes, knowing all the right people, or following some strict set of etiquette rules? Well, the sources we're diving into today suggest it's something much, much deeper than all that.
And right here, this is the core idea we're going to unpack. See, elegance isn't a show you put on for other people. It's about refining your own perception, your own inner world. And when you get that right, it just naturally radiates outward. It's an authentic way of being. To really get our heads around this, we first need to redefine what elegance means in today's world and kind of move beyond some of those outdated ideas. It's not just one thing, it's this holistic approach to life. It literally touches every single part of your life, from your mindset and how you take care of yourself all the way to your manners and how you interact with the world. It really is a complete way of moving through life.
And here's the most important point. You can't just act elegant. It doesn't work. It has to be authentic. And that authenticity, well, that's the result of some dedicated inner work. It all starts with the foundation you build inside yourself. The bedrock of this foundation is what's called your self-concept. A good way to think of it is like the internal operating system that's running your life. It dictates your behavior, your reactions, your relationships, and this system has three core components. Okay, so first, there's your self-image. That's the mental picture you have of yourself right now. Then you've got self-esteem, which is how you feel about that person you see. And finally, your self-ideal. That's the vision, the person you're aspiring to become. Understanding these three parts is absolutely the first step to consciously shaping who you are. Because once you have that kind of inner clarity, your personal growth stops being random. It becomes intentional. You can actually start to bridge the gap between who you are and who you want to be. And you can do that using three key elements. Your purpose is your why, your core values, your vision. Your process is your how. That's the actual structured plan to get there. And progress is all about tracking your results and pushing past those self-limiting beliefs that try to hold you back. This right here, this is the engine of transformation. Okay, so once that inner foundation is strong and you're growing with real intention, something fascinating starts to happen. You actually begin to see the world and yourself in it in a completely different way. Your whole perception shifts. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's not about showing off what you own or what you know. It's about developing a more refined way of seeing, an ability to appreciate nuance, beauty, and quality in the world around you. We often just call this good taste. Now, good taste is not about being trendy or extravagant. It's about discernment. It's that quiet confidence in knowing what feels right, what has real quality, what creates a sense of harmony. And here's the best part. This isn't something you're just born with. It is a skill that you can actively cultivate. And this slide really lays out the contrast so clearly. I mean, look at this. Chasing trends is reactive, it's temporary, it's a performance you put on to get approval. But cultivating true taste, that's a thoughtful, enduring process. It's about seeking alignment with your own inner values, not looking for a round of applause. So, you've done the inner work, you've refined your perception, so what's next? Well, that strong, refined inner world, it just naturally starts to show up on the outside. It manifests in how you present yourself, how you communicate, and how you act. Just take communication, for example. Being eloquent isn't about dominating the conversation or using big words. It's about precision, clarity, and impact. It's about speaking better. And this whole idea of quality over quantity, it applies to every single form of self-expression, from your words all the way to your wardrobe. And that's when your personal style really transforms. It stops being about labels or what's trendy, and it becomes this form of silent storytelling. It communicates who you are and the standards you hold for yourself before you even say a single word. It reflects the grace and intention you've built inside. I mean, think about icons like Audrey Hepburn. She's a perfect blueprint for this. Her elegance wasn't just in her iconic little black dress. No way. It was in her eloquent speech, her firm but graceful boundaries, and the cultured hobbies that gave her so much depth. It's the whole integrated package. So we've covered the inner work, that shift in perception and the outer expression. But how do we make this a sustainable, lifelong practice and not just some temporary self-improvement kick?
The key takeaway here is that this isn't a project with an end date. You don't just achieve elegance and check it off a to-do list. It's a lifelong devotion to yourself and to a more intentional way of living. And the key is to integrate small, deliberate practices into your daily life.
And these are just a few examples of how you can train your perception every single day. Maybe you make curiosity a real habit. Maybe you refine your content diet. You could visit museums, even virtual ones. Or you could collect things with intention: books, art, music. You could even curate the circle of people you have conversations with. By weaving these small rituals into your routine, you are constantly nourishing that inner world where true elegance grows. Ultimately, what this explainer has really shown is that true elegance isn't about becoming someone new. It's really more of a homecoming, a return to your highest, most authentic self. It's a quiet, graceful revolution that starts and ends with you. So the only question left is the one on the screen, and that's a question only you can answer.